Hi, I'm Ron Williams. I consider myself an ordinary guy, a family man. I don't have superhero credentials, but I share with you today a message from my heart. No hype, no fabrications, just pure authenticity. The very fact that I could be your neighbor is what gives power to the next few minutes of your life. You and I are no different. No matter the country, race, or religion, we are blood. I guess it's your time. It's your turn to hear this message. I get asked all the time, what do health, kindness, and opportunity have in common? My answer? Forevergreen. So let's start with kindness. The Forevergreen message is all about kindness from beginning to end. Actually, looking deeper, Forevergreen is a way of being. Whether we are young, middle-aged, or older, each of us gets to choose to be happy, healthy, and youthful in spirit. In fact, to help explain this kindness, this way of being, Forevergreen was started with the creation of 4 beautiful paintings to visually represent all of the possibilities of life. Each painting started with an evergreen tree in the far right-hand corner. Notice in fall, when everything around it is dying and shedding its skin, there stands the evergreen tree, bright, radiant, green. Much like that little girl or boy you once were. Teach me, show me, I'm a sponge, I can do anything. When I grow up, I'll be a doctor, a nurse, or a fireman, a teacher, even president. You never doubted. You were kind to everyone. As seasons began to change, there stands the tree again in the chills of winter. Wow, everything is cold, frozen, and the surroundings have changed dramatically. Still the evergreen tree glows, bright green. It even grew. Imagine that. My interpretation is that of a teenager, to experience physical change, new emotional depth and power, rejection, confidence, self-esteem. Oh, to feel for the first time the cold chills of life's challenges. Can't I be an adult now? Then we enter spring, the spring of our lives. Hope is in the air, even at times feeling invincible, full of life, health, so much energy, so much life to live. I've got the world on a string. The future is bright. In fact, I have so much energy that I can carry others on my shoulders. I'm in love. I guess I'm not sick after all. So this is what health and well-being feels like. Finally, summer. When everything is in full bloom, when we should have it all, many of us surrender to fear. We pull back, withdraw. We're tired, sick, worn down. Shouldn't life get better with age? Like the evergreen tree, shouldn't we be surrounded with so much joy and abundance? Yet many of us choose to be survivors with little hope. Isn't it interesting to notice how the earth is in constant transformation, always recreating itself to be this abundant resource? Notice the evergreen tree, embracing every condition to become beautiful, bright, standing tall through the seasonal drifts. You see, to be forevergreen is to stand in the drifts of life. The drift is like a raging river. In fact, turn on the news, read the newspaper, see war, hunger, hatred, dog-eat-dog business ethics, say anything, be anyone, just to get to the top. As the seasons change, so do the conditions around us. Maybe it's our health, or your finances, or relationships. Like the evergreen tree, We grow by embracing these conditions and stepping through our fears to stand tall. While it's not a mandate, Forevergreen is a large body of people doing small, random acts of kindness, making a big difference in the world today. See yourself in action making a difference, big or small, 10 minutes, 10 hours a month. Every act counts. Some choose soup kitchens, orphanages, convalescent homes, abuse shelters, environmental issues, wildlife, homeless shelters. It could even be a neighbor. Let's get outside ourselves long enough to make someone happy. Feel joy with no expectation. It actually works. The drift gets stronger as each day passes. Because the drift is so encompassing, some may feel overwhelmed, even insignificant, by the thought of standing alone. At what point do we look in the mirror and say to ourselves, I count. My actions, thoughts, and opinions are documented on this planet. I bring value. I choose to stand today. So how is kindness related to health? My experiences and observations have revealed to me that health and well-being lend themselves to kindness. Energy, stamina, and hope, or well-being, are health benefits that promote a sense of wellness. We've all heard cliches, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Or, we don't value our health until we lose it. Most of us have probably learned that it's hard to be our best selves, husbands, wives, parents, siblings, students, employees, if we have diminished health and well-being. It is described as hopelessness. To create a better tomorrow, we must be responsible today. All the statistics indicate that we are failing dramatically as a body of people. It was just a few years ago when the Surgeon General announced that we are the sickliest generation ever. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity are epidemic, not to mention the new diseases that we're naming every year. Picture with me tomorrow and how it looks for future generations. In the year 1900, 1 in several thousand people got cancer. Today, 1 in 2 or 3 of us will hear the words, "You have cancer." This is what we're leaving for our children and our children's children? Check this out. The number 1 killer of children by disease, ages 0 to 15 now, is cancer. Many experts place this responsibility upon our shoulders. Diabetes amongst children since the 1970s has quadrupled and will triple again in the next 20 years. And for the first time in history, the number of overweight people rival the number of normal weight people, even in children. Heart disease remains the number 1 killer by disease in America. So, the drift gets stronger as we get weaker. We live in an era of foodless foods and lifeless drinks. The fast food Lunchable era. Smells like fruit, tastes like fruit, yet no fruit on the ingredient listing, only brightly colored pictures of fruit on the label. We even think that we're health nuts if it says 10% real fruit juice on our candy. Are synthetic chemicals and shelf life killing us, sending us downstream? The only positive thing that comes from all these preservatives and foreign chemicals is we'll look a lot younger long after we die. Life as we now know it has become a lifelong embalming process. Health has become guesswork. Where is the truth, empowerment, and responsibility in all of this? What I've learned from ancient and indigenous cultures is that health was never guesswork. They had the original fast food. They just picked it and ate it. There was no road rage in the drive-thru of a peach tree. Today, health has become a game of roulette. The truth and answers are slipping further from our grasp and motivated by quick and easy, commercialized strategies.